G'day, it's Phil here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking through 50-cent pieces again, looking for commemorative coins, rare coins and coins worth more than face value. Again, we have my 50-cent collection book here, already partly filled with the commemorative coins that we've found so far. I've got some placeholders there. The very first 50-cent piece, the round one, we have the Centenary of Federation from Australian Capital Territory, which we're still missing, as well as the Northern Territory Centenary of Federation. We've got all the rest of the ones that have come out in circulation. Got a few other low minted coins there as well, but we're really trying to find those two Centenary of Federation coins for the book. Last week was quite a poor showing, but this week we have at least one keeper. We've got an Ender, Queensland, but we'll leave that till the last row of coins to go through. So let's crack into our rolls. I'll just be mainly looking through the reverses, just looking for the commemorative coins. And at the end, I'll go through all the coat of arms and look for other years of interest. Here's our first commemorative coin. It's the Year of the Outback from 2002. It's a common commemorative, so I'll go up here on the top row. We'll call that the common commemoratives row. We'll crack on. Let's go and see if we can find any other nice commemorative coins. This is not a nice commemorative coin. This is a very yuck commemorative coin. This is the Weary Dunlop coin, 1995, the 50th anniversary of the end of the Second World War. I'm sure we'll find another one that's in a much better condition to have a look at, but that one is quite yuck. It's a 1994. This is the International Year of the Family. We check that sometimes for a wide date variety. Those numbers all look about the same size, so that's a standard commemorative. And then we have the 1998 Bass and Flinders, the discovery of Bass Strait. It's also common, and it'll go up on the top. We'll look out for the non-common and the keepers. This is another common coin. It's got a very nice sort of colouring to it. It looks like it's been hit with a slab of paint. It's the 2005 60th anniversary of the end of World War II, 10 years after the Weary Dunlop coin. So we'll put that up on the top. Sometimes they have errors on those coins, although that particular coin has a lot of errors. There's really massive problems with the dies that year, and there are a lot of those that have die chips on that particular coin design. Now we're into the second roll, and we haven't found anything to the 2002. That'll be another Year of the Outback, so we'll go on the other one. It's a 2010, the Celebrate What's Great, celebrating Australia Day in 2010. We'll find a 2010 coat of arms. We always check it for rotation. This is a 1970 coin, so it'll be the Captain Cook, the very first commemorative 50-cent piece design. Captain Cook is celebrating his 200 years since his journey up the Australian East Coast. Well, here we have something that could be worthwhile. We've got a 2001 coin. It'll be the Centenary of Federation, but it depends on which of the series of 9 or 10 that we're going to have. And it is the coat of arms, 1912 coat of arms, the highest minted of that series, the Centenary of Federation. We'll put it down over here because it's not a low minted coin. There's lots and lots of them. It's the other states and territories that we really want to find. States and territories such as the Australian Capital Territory and the Northern Territory. There's a 2014. We usually check that for a crop circle error up around here in that little oval on the reed. Coins will always sort of check for little bits and pieces. There's another Centenary of Federation and another Centenary of Federation, just to show that they are quite prolific. Oh, and there's a 1982. That'll be a Commonwealth Games Brisbane. There was no other coat of arms issued in that year. So 1982 Commonwealth Games Brisbane. We love to commemorate our Commonwealth Games. We've got a number of coins that commemorate Commonwealth Games, whether they be in the 50-cent denomination or other denominations like the $2 denomination and even the $1 in not intended for circulation coins. But we crack on. Now we've done the third roll. Let's speed the hunt up, and if we find anything of any note, we'll slow down. We'll come in and annotate it, but otherwise, oh, here's a 2010. We'll always check this for a rotation error, but it's fine. So, and there's another 2010 to celebrate what's great. Another pretty yuck looking one as well. So let's have a look at that. There's another Centenary Federation. Let's go. And there we have another Commonwealth Games coin. This is the 2005 Secondary School Student Competition winner for a 50-cent piece designed for the Melbourne 2006 Commonwealth Games. Also very common, but nice story behind it. And there, for the first time today, we see the Australia's Volunteers from 2003, celebrating Australia's volunteers of all shapes and sizes. And there we have the snake eyes on the 2022. It's just an error that we've been starting to find recently. The snake eyes is 2 dots between the emu's head and the curved reed. It's going to be a keeper on this side as an error coin. I'm finding a few of them here and there. I haven't found them for many years, but all of a sudden I seem to be finding, not many years, they only come out in 2022, but for a couple of years, and now they seem to be coming out quite a bit. Wow, look at that. Northern Territory, and it is in such fantastic condition too. I thought I'd have to rely on the one sole ender to make this hunt worthwhile, but this Northern Territory that's in terrific condition, it's going to go into the collection, and I think it's going to go into the book too, so that's going to be a book find for today. Very happy to be able to put something in the book after a couple of weeks. Well, we've got the Eddie Marbo. Here's a 1988, the tall ships, and what do we see here? We see if it's a dot error. No, it doesn't appear to be a dot. It's just standard. It's got to be a bit of gunk on there. We'll look out for a dot between the 2 8s. In the 1988, there's a bit of a die chip there. It makes it a dot. This is not a bad nick, actually. It's a bit of a scratch there on poor old Lizzie's face. But yeah, that's going to go in my wider collection. I'm going to put that down there. Always like to keep those tall ships out of circulation. But that was a fantastic roll, and then we'll get into the end of roll. I had planned to have this as the last of the ones on the roll. We might as well turn it around so that we see that coin first. It's not in spectacular nick. It's the Queensland Centenary Federation, 2001 for Queensland, and that was the ender that we saw, which is great to be able to pull that out. I knew that was going to be at least not a hunt like last week where there was nothing going on. 1998. and 2003. Let's get back into the hunt proper. Here, for the first time, we see the 2004 primary school competition winner for a 50-cent piece design. Again, very, very nice. And it will go up on the top row because it is highly minted. For the first time, we see the Millennium coin, the Millennium Year coin from 2000. Sometimes we check that for, well, every time we check it, but sometimes we can find an infused variety where the center cross on the Union flag, on the Australian flag, is infused into the coin. Not to be this time. Haven't found one of those for quite some time. This will be the Royal Visit. This is the one-off effigy from Vladimir Gottwald. Yep, there's the Royal Visit. That's another one I'm going to pull out of circulation, put into my wider collection. I do like to pick that out. This is not a particularly good example of that coin. The grade's pretty ordinary, but definitely will be going into my wider collection. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? We have another Centenary of Federation, this time Western Australia. It's been great for Centenary of Federations. This is also not in spectacular nick, not like the Northern Territory, but always great to have those Centenary of Federations in the wider collection. So we'll put it down there. Oh goodness, and now we're on the last roll, which seems to be taped up. Usually that's because they were damaged in the transport somehow, and when the bank staff go to put it into the ATM, the cash dispensing machine, they need to give it some support so it doesn't smash apart in the machine. So hopefully it hasn't been looted. But we're on the last roll, so this will be it for the hunt. We could have some last roll luck, but we don't necessarily need it because we have definitely been able to give ourselves the best chance. The Millennium coin would have been nice. That would have been last roll luck if it had been infused. But we'll keep on. There's only a few more left. I'm very happy to have what I do have out on the table from today's hunt. Not unhappy at all that there is no last roll luck there, but that's it. So let me quickly go through the coat of arms. I'll be back in a sec to let you know what else we found. Well, unfortunately, nothing amongst the coat of arms this time, but we do have enough to be getting on with down here in front of me on the table. So let's have a look at what we did pick up. We picked up a snake eyes. Why is it so dark? Picked up a snake eyes there above the oval reed between the emu's neck and the reeds. There's a couple of diamonds, little die chips, snake eyes So we'll put that up there on the side. We picked up a Centenary Federation from Western Australia. Always nice to pick up the Centenary Federations out of circulation. This one is not in particularly good nick, but definitely going to be going into the wider collection. Another Centenary Federation that we picked up that was an ender, as a matter of fact, is Queensland. Queensland also not in great condition, but definitely happy to be putting into my wider collection. Picked up a Royal Visit out of nowhere. Very nice Vladimir Gottwald effigy there on the Royal Visit. Goes into my collection because I like to collect those. The same with this one here, the 1988 Tall Ships. And it's in not bad condition, but it's got a few dings on it, so that will also go into my wider collection. But the plum of the hunt, the thing that we're all here for, is the Centenary Federation that's going to go into the book. This is the Northern Territory in pretty good condition, as a matter of fact. Very, very nice condition Northern Territory that's going to go into the book. So let's put that down there. Let's bring the book in on the second page where the placeholder is, my homemade placeholder. And we'll take the placeholder out, Northern Territory, and we'll grab the coin and we will put it in the slot. There we go. Very, very nice. Actually a little bit better than the ones either side of it, which is very good to see. The Norfolk Island and the other Queensland that we have. So that means we've only got one coin to go to finish this book off, and it is the Centenary of Federation for the Australian Capital Territory. How long will it take us to get that out of circulation from the rolls that I seem to have been given from the banks? That's pretty much it. If you enjoy what I do, please think about subscribing. I love to hear your comments about what Centenary Federations you are also finding in your hunts, if you indeed noodle through 50-cent pieces like I do. Love to hear that. But I will be back for more noodling in a few days, so I'll see you then. Bye.